Good morning and welcome to Monday's edition of The Platform, the pinnacle of all discussions here on Flow 94.9 FM. It is a special edition today. I am Chioma Nkwanta. Thank you for joining us this morning on the program. I say it's a special edition because I have someone from Clifford University here with me, Pastor Dingba Esowe. You're welcome. Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Thank you.
Thank you for joining us this morning on the platform.
Thank you.
Yes, Pastor Dingba Esowe is a PhD holder, a senior lecturer, and the vice president for student services at Clifford University, Owerinta Ihe campus of Enugu Port Harcourt Expressway, Abia State. And he's here with, I will call it good news.
Certainly.
Yes. So, Clifford University. When did the university start?
Yeah, the university started after we were granted charter by the Nigeria Universities Commission in 2016. November 22, we received the certificate of incorporation at Abuja. And so it started 2016-2017 academic year.
All right, so was saying that Clifford is 4 years of age.
It's 4 years old now.
Okay, we're growing. How far has it gone?
Yeah, Clifford University has gone quite far in that, having been granted 14 programs initially, the NUC had cause to come again when we invited them to increase the programs we are running. And so they had to add another 10 programs. So we are running about 24 programs. Apart from that, we have had to face some accreditations, both internationally and locally.
Okay. All right. Let's look at the programs. What programs are available?
Yeah. Initially, we were granted 3 faculties, as I said, and the 4th one was also added just last year. So we now have 4 faculties, and these faculties have programs that are run in various departments in these faculties. The first is Faculty of Humanities, where we run the BA program in History and Diplomatic Studies, BA in English and Literary Studies, BA in Christian Religious Studies. The second faculty is Social and Management Sciences. There we offer BSc programs for Accounting, Business Administration, Economics, Public Administration, Political Science, Marketing, Mass Communication, and International Relations. In the Faculty of Science, we also offer BSc programs in Biology, Microbiology, Chemistry, Biochemistry, Industrial Chemistry, Mathematics, Physics, Computer Science, Cybersecurity, Information System, and Information Technology. The 4th, which was added last year, is the Faculty of Basic Medical Sciences, where we run the BNSC Nursing Science, that is Bachelor of Nursing Science. These are the programs that the NUC has given us approval to run, and we have students in these courses.
Okay. It means from what you just said now that it is recognized by the NUC.
Yeah.
Nigerian Union of
National Universities Commission.
Okay, National Universities Commission of Nigeria. Now, these courses that you have mentioned are recognized by the National Universities Commission of Nigeria, and they are offered all in Clifford University. Certainly.
And as I said earlier on, we have had cause to undergo even international accreditation because the school is run by the Seventh-day Adventist Church. And the Seventh-day Adventist Church worldwide has over 100 universities and colleges. And as a result, the church has its bodies that also go around all these institutions to be sure they are living up to standard.
Okay.
We have what is called the International Board of Education, and they visited Clifford University for accreditation last year, and by God's grace, we scaled through.
Okay.
After that, they will recommend us to what is called Adventist Accrediting Association. The effect of this is that students who graduate from Clifford University can be accepted into any other Seventh-day Adventist institution the world over, be it in the US, UK, Europe, and elsewhere in Africa. So we have scaled that hurdle. And then NUC came last year, October, November, for its accreditation of programs. And as I can show with you with this document, all our programs got accredited.
Okay, so all the programs got accredited this time around?
Certainly. Out of the 13 programs that faced accreditation because they were due for that re-accreditation, 12 got full accreditation and 1 got interim, which means none failed. We were not denied any.
Okay. You made mention of affiliations with AAA and IBE. And are you affiliated with other universities?
Certainly. Even at the beginning, at inception, NUC said that Michael Okpara University should be our supervising university. Aside Michael Okpara, from which we also have some professors of competence who are coming to help out, we also have affiliation with Abia State University, Uturu. They are also collaborating with us here in the country, apart from other Adventist universities around and those internationally located.
Okay. All right. To what extent does it develop its students?
Yeah. The Seventh-day Adventist Church believes in whole being development, and Clifford University is not an exception. We develop our students both physically, mentally, spiritually, and socially. We don't just depend on intellectual development. And in regard to this, there are competent staff who have been positioned to handle students' training physically, they are training spiritually, they are training intellectually, and they are training socially. We have programs, and these are planned out so well that students participate en masse to benefit and become wholly developed before they leave the institution.
All right. So looking at the students' development, what does it take to be a student of Clifford University?
Yeah, as is the general requirement in Nigeria, through the NUC and JAMB requirements, students are supposed to have completed their secondary schools and get the relevant credits depending on the courses they want to study. We live according to the JAMB standard, 5 credits, and then English and Maths plus other relevant courses in your areas. And then for this year's admission, a minimum of 160 points, which is the JAMB cutoff mark. That is our baseline for admitting students into the university.
So if you score 160
and above in JAMB,
you are eligible.
You are eligible, provided all other WAEC or NECO papers are complete. But should you not have the good cutoff mark in JAMB, but you have your papers, Clifford University can offer you hope. And that is the program we call Joint Universities Preliminary Examinations Board Exam, JUPEB. Over 80 universities in Nigeria are affiliated with this body. When you run that program in Clifford for 1 year of 2 semesters and you pass the exam, you will now be admitted directly either in Clifford University or any other university of your choice. And you will now begin in 200 level with those your colleagues who started year 1. So you wouldn't lose anything.
Okay. Aside the JUPEB program, does Clifford University organize post-UTME?
Certainly what we do is to run an interview. We don't give them extra examinations, but we interview them and then see how competent they are. And then we are there ready to brush them up and then they will improve.
All right. That's very, very good. Now we know how we can be a member of the Clifford University as students seeking for admission into the higher institution. We'll go for a quick break right now, take a breather. When we return, we'll look at the financial requirements as you want to gain admission into Clifford University. Don't go anywhere. This is a special edition of The Platform.
At Flow 94.9 FM, we've got conducive and well-secured environment for business. High-tech video studio, a state-of-the-art production studio. You can also listen live on www.flow949fm.com and watch our videos on YouTube at Flow FM TV. Flow 94.9 FM, not just radio, but a complete broadcasting house.
Well, glad to know you're still there with us on Flow 94.9 FM. This is Monday's edition of The Platform. And today on The Platform, I have with me Pastor Dingba Esowe. He is a senior lecturer and vice president for student services, Clifford University, Owerenta Ihe campus, that is located off Enugu Port Harcourt Expressway, Abia State. He is here with me on the platform this morning discussing Clifford University in general. Again, sir, thank you for joining us today.
Thank you. God bless.
All right, so before we look at the financial aspect of Clifford University, How comfortable is Clifford University, the learning environment? How comfortable is it?
Clifford University geographically has a very serene environment. You know, historically, it was located by white men in the 1940s. That was where we had Adventist High School and Adventist Training College. So its serenity can be experienced by anyone who comes there. Some who have come there for program have said, wow, it's a very quiet environment, very calm and very nice. So we plan the programs in a way that, having put some very comfortable sports venues, we have sports venues whether for football. In fact, we have 2 football pitches. We have lawn tennis court, 2 of them, volleyball court, badminton court. So the students have even table tennis, sports equipments are there for them to feel comfortable when it is time, because we have planned the programs. We also have the spiritual aspect of developing the students. We draw them closer to God, because without God nothing is impossible. So we have planned it that on Wednesdays in the morning they will have a chapel seminar where they are drawn closer to God before they attend their classes. Then on Fridays and Saturdays, they are also called together for worship. Apart from that, there are social programs that the students are allowed themselves to plan. Of course, we have already inaugurated, and the students have a student union or a student association that organizes programs for the students and help them participate and they show off their gifts. This makes them feel as part of the university and comfortable. And now, as we run a boarding system, there is a cafeteria. A nice cafeteria is there, and there are varieties of food. They come there, they buy food, the type they want and the quantity they want. So it makes them feel comfortable. The groceries are there for them to go to the grocery store and buy whatever things they want to pick for themselves. And apart from that, we have what we call community service, where students are grouped and they are taught to engage in serving the community where they are, so that when they will leave school, they will know that when you go home, you should also help in putting the community aright. So these are part of the programs that are there that make the student comfortable, apart from the necessary association that they have with their lecturers. Nobody is a hermit. No lecturer makes himself, isolates himself from the students. The doors are there open for them to interact with their lecturers, and they give care to them.
Okay. Now let's go to the financial aspect of this particular discussion, because I know a lot of parents are itching to hear your financial package in terms of school fees, hostel fee, and the likes.
Yeah, it's an interesting aspect, because they say better food or better soup, now money. But Clifford University is one of the best soup that doesn't cost quite. It costs just moderately, because you can't even compare what is paid there to some private secondary schools that we have here in Umuahia, because I know what some of them charge. Clifford University charges for new intake, those who are running all the programs except BNSC nursing. They are asked to pay 400,000 naira for the whole school year. 400,000 naira can be paid in 2 installments. In first semester, you can pay 60%, and then in the second semester, you pay the remaining 40%. Even the percentage you have to pay, you can still pay in 2 installments in the first semester. And the next one, you can also pay in 2 installments. So that is the palliative that the school gives to the parents, by making sure that these fees are not paid just at once for those who cannot afford it. So our fees are quite moderate.
Okay, so this fee, does it cover?
It covers tuition and accommodation.
Okay.
But for feeding, they take care of themselves by the quantity they can eat. You can pay 200 and they'll give you 200 naira food or 300 naira food, depending on the quantity each student wants to consume.
So Clifford University is 4 years of age and
certainly
still growing. Let's look at the exceptional activities that students of Clifford University has done so far.
Yeah, just before the COVID-19 issue came up and the holiday was brought in, our students have gone to the extent of even moving to Umuahia to associate with people in the society. They went to visit motherless babies' homes, both in Aba and Umuahia, to show that they too are feeling for those people and gave them some support. So even the community where the school is located there in Ihe, From time to time, they go out to witness to the people about Christ, because Christ is the center of everything that mankind is doing. So, and some of them, their parents have even said, let us go and see that school where you are schooling, because their attitude have changed at home. So the school has impacted the students to the point that it is now beginning to also re-impact their families and the society at large.
All right. So what about academically?
Yeah, academically, there's quite an improvement. You know, I'm one of those who lecture them. As we counsel them, we have even given them tips as to how they should study together. You know, one of the reasons why students don't do well in the universities is because they while away their time. But here things are well programmed, and we have taught them how they can even do group studies. Those things you will discuss in the exam hall. See how you should discuss them before the exam, so that in the exam you concentrate and do your work. And that has helped a lot of them to learn to do group studies before the examination, so that when they go into the examination, they will now perform well. And quite a number of them have had an improvement in their academic building from what they used to score when they came in. We have seen a great difference with the years running by.
Okay. All right. We've looked at the exceptional abilities that students of Clifford University actually have. What are the challenges that you're facing as regards running of Clifford University and every other thing?
Yeah, you know, money is not easy to come by, and Clifford University is a private institution. Nobody gives us any subvention from the oil money of Nigeria. It is the school fees the students pay and the ones that the proprietor, that's the church, gives, that we use to run Clifford University. But being a new university that looks somewhat unknown, the number of students is not yet that great. That is why this sensitization is necessary. So part of our challenges is that the number of students we have is not quite enough. We have quite a considerable number, but it's not yet enough, because we still have facilities that long to have more students that should be trained. So the increment in number of students will help Clifford University to still re-impact the society.
Okay. All right. So COVID-19 is the new normal. There is no end in sight. What measures have been put in place? Are you going to offer online studies? And how would, if you are, how would that happen?
Yeah, certainly. We are already on it. Our website is www.clifforduni.edu, that's edu.ng.
Okay.
If you students, some of them are actually listening, they can attest to the fact that Clifford University has keyed into the e-learning requirement of this COVID era. This morning, even before I came to this studio, I had uploaded some lectures, some notes to my students. They will only key in with their own password and download. So we are already on the e-learning platform. Some section of it is interactive. Some is where you give them materials or assignments, and they too will do and resubmit. So we have already keyed into what COVID demands of us, e-learning. Okay. And that's in our platform.
All right. So e-learning is already on in Clifford University. We're going to open the phone lines right now. If you have questions, if you want to find out anything about Clifford University, this is the platform for you to do so. The numbers to call: 0808 1826 949 or 0811 6052 949. Of course, you can send your SMSs to 0906 510-8289. Pastor Dingba Esowe is here, and he is ready to answer all questions. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, my name is Vincent Ekeke. I am born and based in Omaya.
You're welcome.
The guest in the studio, good morning.
Good morning and welcome.
Yeah, my question is, what is the security situation of the institution as it affects the students?
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah.
Security.
Okay. The security situation is quite okay and comfortable, because we have security men who man. But first and foremost, God is the eternal security for mankind. And remember, Clifford University is built on the name of God. So we have security men The university is fenced round, and then there's also what we have done. Some students are also part of our internal security to give us information which help us to monitor student activities. But ordinarily, for the past 4 years, there has been no mishap.
Okay.
The Lord has been our strength.
All right. Good morning.
Hey, come on.
Good morning.
My name is George. I'm calling from Alabama.
All right, George, go on.
Please, I want to ask the prof here, what is the cutoff mark for political science?
Both political science and any other program is the JAMB cutoff mark 160 and above. From 160 and above.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Please turn down the volume on your radio. Good morning.
I've done that. Yeah, my name is Clifford. I want to find out from your guest. He talked about the security problems, being taken care of. What is the accommodation of school like? Do they have hostels, or are the students expected to live off campus?
Okay.
Okay. Seventh-day Adventist institutions are boarding run. That is, we run boarding facilities, and we have enough accommodation facilities for both male and female. So they live on campus.
Okay. They live on campus. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. What's your name? Turn down the volume on your radio, please.
I'm Dr. Sonny Felix.
All right, go on.
I want to ask if they do religious courses in the school.
Religious courses.
Yeah.
Okay.
Certainly, we run religious courses. Myself, I am a senior lecturer in that department of religious studies. The program is Christian Religious Studies. We do religious studies very well. In fact, I also lecture in Greek, biblical Greek.
Good. That's exactly what I need. Another thing I want to know, is there any room for weekend lectures? Just weekend.
Okay.
Well, for now, we don't do weekend lectures. If weekend lectures are there, unless teachers arranged to make up for any program. What we do is to run our classes from Mondays to Fridays. And then on Saturdays, which is the day we worship, the students are also expected to worship, to draw closer to God. Then on Sundays, they have time for community service and their workshops and sporting activities too.
Is it only the Adventist?
No, it is open to every human being, whether you are a Muslim or any other, a Pentecostal, a Catholic, an Anglican, everybody. In fact, we have been going to even Catholic churches and Anglican churches to promote Clifford University. It's for everybody, every human being.
Is there any room for, if somebody wants to do Greek and the Hebrew as a special course, just want to...
Yes, if you come, we will do the arrangement.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Chairman Pastor.
Good morning.
Our guest.
Morning, thank you.
Welcome. Emeka, calling from local assessment. I have a question for our guest. I've heard about Clifford University, and I don't know much about Clifford University. You see, some of these universities that have Christian denominational coloration or background tend to hold on tenaciously on perhaps their doctrines. And indeed also, they put it as one of the criteria for one to get admitted, or perhaps bid to bring the morality or the spiritual aspect of learning, and tend to be more, in fact, a kind of grip tenaciously to their doctrines. I hope, I want to ask whether Clifford University is follow in the same line, or rather, they're a bit more dynamic, allowing people who come from different Christian denominations to really be believe in what they believe, or kind of. So another question there is pertaining some of these disciplines you tend to.
Please wrap up your thoughts.
In your school, whether other courses, because I have other courses in mind. I want to improve my educational, whether other courses that would be introduced to students, because the one you mentioned, I don't. Some of them, like my brother here, find it difficult to at least fall in line with some of these discipline, because the discipline he tends to study overtly mission. Thank you.
Okay.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah, Clifford University is dynamic. As I said, students in Clifford University come from across the country. There are some students from Jos, some from Kaduna State, some from the West, Lagos, Oyo, Ibadan. And then it's only few of them that are Seventh-day Adventists. The only thing is that we will let them know about God. You don't force anybody. It is a general issue, but it's a responsibility to let people know about God, and it is left for them to choose to follow Him or not to follow Him. So we don't force our religion on anybody, but we only draw them closer to God through the programs that are planned. And I don't know the program your brother wants to study, because you didn't mention, because we had read out initially the courses that we run.
I think we'll do that again.
Maybe we'll do that again before we close, so that you know the programs that are run there.
Yeah. All right. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, baby boy.
Good morning.
Yeah, good morning to your guests there.
Good morning to you.
Yeah, I am Mr. Love Smile. I'm calling from Odumaya.
Okay.
All right. The question: How is like freedom of the student there? Like, what is the security rules there? How is the security there operating in that school? And what is the freedom of the student there?
Freedom as regards?
As regards of movement.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
when you come into Clifford University, because it is a boarding school, you cannot leave the gate except you are authorized. And that authorization comes from the students' services. You will explain what you are going to do, and we will call your parents and inform them that you desire to leave the campus for something. If they say, allow him, then your pass will be signed for you, so that your parents will be in the know that you are leaving the campus. So that is it about leaving the campus. But within the campus, you are living in your hostel. You have courses that you are taking, and the program and timetable is out. You have the time you should be in the cafeteria for you to buy your food and eat. For breakfast, there is time. For lunch, there is time. For supper, there is time. So you now know how to plan yourself based on the courses you are taking per day to know when you will be in the library. And then on Thursdays and Sundays, there is a period from 4 p.m. for sports, depending on the one you choose to partake in. Then for worship activities, there are also times. So it is really planned. Time management is very important, and Clifford University does not joke with it. You come, you fit into the program, you relax, and then you grow.
Okay. All right, let's take more calls. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, baby.
Good morning to you.
Good morning.
Yes, my name is Amechi Nchuku from Ishiameja Lamumra in Esmith MBC.
All right.
Please, sir, what is the financial requirements?
Okay, thank you. The financial requirement is that when you come into Clifford University, after you've been admitted, you will pay your school fee either once or installmentally. The school, for now, charges 400,000 naira for a whole school year for your accommodation and your tuition fee. But your feeding, you will take care of your feeding depending on how hungry you do feel and what quantity you do eat. And the 400,000 naira you can pay installmentally. First semester, you are expected to pay 60% of it, which is 240,000 naira before the examination. You can pay that even twice before the examination. Then the second semester, you pay the remaining 40%, which is about 160,000 naira.
Okay.
That's the financial regime. So, but for the JUPEP program, it is 300,000 naira. It is for one school year. 300,000 naira flat.
Okay. So we have an SMS here. This one says, are there vacancy for lecturers? If yes, how can one apply? Regina from Umar here. Another SMS says, must the student attend Seventh-day Adventist? And then we have, good morning, Chairman Pastor. I am Hard Currency from Umahia. With everything I've heard, the university is a good one. But do you guys have facilities for those courses like chemistry, microbiology, etc.? And also those who don't want to stay in the hostel, how much will they pay? And okay, I guess you should answer all of these.
Yeah, well, let me begin from the last and be reeling back because the last is important. If you are to live outside the campus, it is only on special approval. You must have been a matured student who is married. Otherwise, you are to live on campus. And when that happens, the fee, a certain amount of money is reduced for you to take care of your accommodation outside. But on the sciences, that's where I wanted to go. Remember that even before Clifford University came on board, that school was now called Ihe Science School. That school has good laboratory. The church has equipped the laboratories for both physics, chemistry, biology, biochemistry, and microbiology. I also want you to be in the know that one of our students who graduated when it was Adventist High School, his name is Professor Christian Uirebu. After he finished from that school, he went to University of Nigeria, Nsukka, and made first class in microbiology. He's a virologist. And the University of Nigeria Nsukka sent him to Dublin, to Ireland or so. And he went there and did his PhD and came back. He was at Nsukka for all these years. He's one of those, now in fact he's the dean of our Faculty of Science. We have very good hands. Even somebody who was just recently appointed the rector of that school in Aba, Professor Chibu, who is also now a distinguished professor in ABSU, is also one of the visiting professors. Remember, I spoke about our collaboration with ABSU. So apart from that, we have qualified staff who are regular with attending conferences and presenting papers. Myself have been to about 3 countries just within the past 3 years. I've been to Ghana, Cameroon, Kenya, attending programs, conferences, academic conferences, and presenting papers. So we have academic staff that are highly updated. One of our physics students, in fact, he received a special award the world over after he attended a conference and presented a paper. Okay. So we have qualified staff, even for the sciences.
All right. And the second question, must the students attend Seventh-day Adventist?
Okay. They must not become Seventh-day Adventists. But when we have worship programs, everybody has to be there. Because when certain things are planned for all students to be there, they should be there to get the information. Okay. What they do with the information is now left with them. And
are there vacancies for lecturers?
Okay, from time to time, because of the dynamic nature of the institution, vacancies arise. And when they arise, they are publicized. Okay. Even if you come to bring in your application, it will be taken and assessed. If there is need for you to be taken, you will be taken.
All right, let's go back to the phone lines. Hello, good morning.
Hello.
Hello.
Yes. Yes. Is there a Sunday worship there?
What's your name?
Yes, my name is Ikechuku.
Sunday worship as regards?
Yes. Is there a church that worships on Sunday?
Okay.
Clifford University is operated and run by the Seventh-day Adventist Church. So the way the programs have been planned, Saturday is the day for worship. On Sunday, if you feel like going to worship outside, you will apply for permission. When your parents give the go-ahead, you will be given exit and the timing so that you go and come back. You are not prevented from going out to worship if your parents deem it necessary.
Good morning.
Good morning, baby boo.
Good morning to you.
Good morning, my student and a good pastor. Good morning, sir.
Good morning to you, brother.
I remember Mr. Prince Luswago calling here from Momona Chobo.
Okay.
So before my question, please, I thank you and urge you to be a pathfinder to other churches to start what you are doing. May God bless you, sir.
Amen.
Now my question is this. I have heard all the you said about your courses. Why is it that you don't run a professional course? Is it that you're a new university or you don't have the capacity to do it? That's my thing. May God bless you.
All right.
Thank you. The Seventh-day Adventist institutions want to be known for excellence. Before we start something, we must be ready for it. Some professional courses will come, but it needs some time so that we will be properly equipped, adequately equipped for them. These ones we are running are the ones that we know we have the capacity to run.
All right. Good morning.
Good morning. Why are you not doing medicine?
Yeah, it's just like the question I answered. We have started with Bachelor of Nursing Science. With time, we'll start medical lab science. You know, these are basic medical sciences. After we've gotten these basic medical sciences in place, then we'll now begin to move into medicine.
Okay.
It's the highest of them all.
All right. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning to you.
I'm Ojemba. I'm calling from Mumbai.
You're welcome.
Yeah. I want to say that he has not talked about anything about financial implication for nursing administration there.
Okay, thank you very much. Just as I said before, that nursing is different from the others. I did mention that for nursing science, they pay 650,000 naira per year. And they still pay installmentally 60% for first semester and then 40% for the second semester. You know, nursing is a professional course. They are to have 2 good laboratories, specially meant for them, and they are to go through what we call the nursing council exams and accreditation. So all these things are quite obvious. So that's why it's different from others. So thank you for reminding me, and the fee is 650,000 naira only.
All right, we have an SMS here. This one says, good morning, Chama. I can believe all this while there is no hope for returning to school. My future was to be a journalist, but the federal government has failed us. Please, journalism course, is it taking there? Victor Sunday.
Well, from what I just said, what we have for now is mass communication. But remember that very soon, from what NUC is planning, mass communication is going to be broken up into different aspects, and journalism is going to be one of them. It is going to become a faculty of its own, but they are yet to begin the implementation. So when you are in mass comm, you have hope of maybe veering into journalism in future.
Okay, I feel you've answered this, but I'll just read it. How valid is the nursing course? Is the fee different from the 400K? Can we have a projected amount? That's from Ifeanyi Chukukere.
Okay, he must have got the answer. It's 650,000.
Okay. And good morning, Chairman, Pastor. I am still hard currency. Do you offer MSc and PhD courses?
Not yet. We are to graduate our first set of students this year. After graduation, then NUC will begin to look into our application. The Vice Chancellor has already submitted an application for us to begin our postgraduate programs. But we have to graduate first before we go into them. So in the near future, in the next 2 years, or in the next 1 or 2 years, we'll begin to do MSc and PhD programs.
All right. Good morning. Okay, I feel that you should run through all the programs that Clifford University is offering.
Okay. Once more, I want to remind us that Clifford University has 4 faculties. Number 1 is Faculty of Humanities, and the programs are BA History and Diplomatic Studies, BA English and Literary Studies, BA Christian Religious Studies. The second faculty, Social and Management Sciences. The programs are BSc Accounting, Banking and Finance, Business Administration, Economics, Public Administration, Political Science, Marketing, Mass Communication, and International Relations. The Faculty of Science has BSc in Biology, Microbiology, Chemistry, Biochemistry, Industrial Chemistry, Mathematics, Physics, Computer Science, Cyber Security, Information System, and Information Technology. The fourth one is the Faculty of Basic Medical Science. We have BNSC Nursing Science, that's Bachelor of Nursing Science. These are the programs we have now. Very soon we will run the law program. We have already applied for that. They will soon come to inspect our facilities for law.
Okay. All right. Someone even asked a question concerning part-time courses, and do you offer accounting? Do you offer part-time courses and accounting?
We offer accounting, but part-time courses are yet to begin. We must graduate first before we break into all these other branches. That's the requirement.
Okay. Okay, one more call. Hello, good morning.
Hello, I need the full meaning of JUBES.
Joint Universities Preliminary Examinations Board.
All right. Now, this is the part where you say everything we have not said.
Okay.
Then you, if I did not remember, or even our listeners did not remember to ask you, say it right now.
Well,
because we're done.
Clifford University is there for the society, beginning from Abia State where it is situated to Nigeria as a whole, to train young minds and make them useful to themselves, to the family, and to the society at large. So we call on parents and students to patronize this institution in order to be part of the new Nigerian society. We are open to people of all walks of life. We are non-discriminatory. Currently, we have students from the entire country, some from the north, from the west, from southeast, and from east central, where we are, and the south-south. In fact, many of our students are from Port Harcourt. So we need to patronize Clifford University and get trained there so that we will impact the society better.
Okay, is there like a phone number in case we want to reach you for further inquiries?
Okay, for inquiries, there are phone numbers that need to be dialed, and this will help us. 0803 697 0755 and 0802 766 0454, 0703 426 3550. I'll repeat again. 0803 697 0755, 0802 766 0454, and 0703 426 3550. Call any of these numbers and you will receive a good response.
Okay. Thank you so much, Pastor Dingba Esowe, for joining us this morning on the platform.
Thank you, my sister, and God bless Flow FM.
That's the much we can take on today's edition of the platform, but on Wednesday, another edition will return. I am Chioma Nkwanta. Enjoy the rest of your day.